Hi dear students, welcome back to Wings Lecture. I am Vetri. In this video, I'm going to teach you 01 knapsack problem by using dynamic programming approach. So we know that what is dynamic programming, right? So dynamic programming algorithm, which is nothing but it's a kind of mathematical optimization method or a computer programming method on plain recursion algorithms. Plain in some problem we used to apply the recursion method, a recursive function without having any strategy. For example, Fibonacci series and 01 knapsack problem and all, right? So in this problem I'm going to teach you the 01 knapsack problem by using dynamic programming approach. So let me start. What is going to be the given detail for the 01 knapsack problem? So which are very simple. The given details are going to be first weight of the item, second value for the same, and knapsack capacity. So the weights look like W1, W2 up to Wn, and the values are V1, V2 up to Vn, and the knapsack capacity is going to be W. So the terms are quite common. You can use any other term, like instead of using W, V and O here, so you can use any value. Okay, so here from the given data, the solution is going to be, we are going to find out the most valuable subset for the given condition or given values. Okay, so from the given value we are going to find out a most valuable subset. That means we have to accommodate as much item with a condition, with the capacity of knapsack value, that is knapsack capacity, which is W. Okay, so for that we have a formula, and I'll give the formula after solving the problem. Then it will be very easy to compare, and it will be very easy to connect those terms. Okay, so let me go to the example here. So we are going to have item 1, 2, 3, 4, and the weights for the corresponding items are 2, 1, 3 and 2, and the values are 12, 10, 20 and 15. The question will be sometimes they will not give you the direct question, they will give you a situation, or they will give you a criteria to find out. Okay, so for this problem I have taken the question directly, and let's solve this problem by using the tabulation method. Okay, by using the dynamic programming approach. First let me write over here, that's better. I'm going to create a table. So let me make it a little bit smaller. Okay, fine. So we are going to have so we are going to have a table with the details of capacity and the value. Okay, so here in x-axis we are going to use the capacity, and here we are going to use the values as well. Okay, I don't want to write over here because I don't have enough space. So first step is you have to write the the maximum capacity. So here I forgot to write the capacity is, the given capacity is 5. Okay, the knapsack capacity, the bag capacity. So for that, what you have to do is you have to find out first the total number of items are going to be n is equal to 4, right? So and then first step is you have to you have to start from 0. Capacity is 5, right? That means up to 5 you have to write. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what the next step is, and the next step is going to be, listen carefully, here we are going to include three items. So what are the available data from the given table we are going to include over here. Okay, so instead of doing keeping the things, getting the things from the table, I'm going to write it over here. Let's first we have to write, to start from, usually I'll tell you about the other terms and how we are going to use this table. Okay, so for that, here I'm going to start from there, 0 1 2 3 4. That means here the 4, which is nothing but the given number of items. Okay, given number of items, here there I have used capacity, right? So for those two you have to use, you have to start from 0. Okay, about the initialization and all I will explain you later. Okay, so let's solve the problem without having all those formula and about other algorithm. So once you are clear with the formula how to solve this problem, then that means you can easily relate the formula. Then next step you can doing the same with formula, that it will give you a clear idea. Okay, next, so here, which is nothing but a value. Okay, sorry, that item number. Next what you are going to write is, I'm going to write the weight. Okay, weight and the value. So here we can make a move over here because we have wrote the items. So we just write the what about the available item. That means for item number 1 2 3 3 2, this is going to be the weight, and values for the same is 12 10 20 and 15. So now we have got all the data. Then I'm going to move my whiteboard from here. Okay, so listen carefully. For the initialization, so we can consider the given data as v of I comma j. Okay, we are going to use the formula over here. I'll tell you about that formula later. So here what we are going to do is, the initial values, you can call it as initialization or initial values, for the case v of 0 comma j is going to be 0, and v of I comma 0 is going to be 0. So then see, here we have the set v, v of, here you can call it as I, that y-axis, and x-axis is going to be j. Okay, so you can call it, I'll write there j, and here we can write it like I. Okay, so this is going to be I and this is going to be j. So 0, obviously it is going to be 0. Then if you apply these two initial condition, obviously it is going to be 0 0 0 0 0, right? And for this column also is going to be 0 0 0. Next, so now the real problem comes into picture, that we are going to start solving it. Okay, so how we are going to take the cases and all, let me explain you a step by step. It will be very easy problem. Listen carefully. So first step is, you are going to take the item number 1. You know the value of, I mean weight of the item number 1 is going to be 2, and value of the item number 1 is going to be 12. That means, see, you are going to accommodate the item number 1. The weight for the item number 1 is going to be 2. Whether we can accommodate over here, not possible, because the weight is 1, right? So I cannot accommodate my first data, I mean my first item into here. That means here I cannot accommodate, right? So what I'm going to do is, let's check with the next page. So the next step, here I have the capacity is 2, and here also my weight is 2. Of course I can accommodate. So what I have to do is, yes, it satisfies, so I can accommodate my item number 1 in this place. Then value of item number 1 is going to be 12, right? You have to write the 12 over here. And of course after that, now we have only one item, so whether I can accommodate item number 1 with a capacity of 3, of course yes. Whether I can accommodate item number 1 with the capacity 4, of course you can. Then of course you can write for this up to this step. I hope you have clear idea from the first step 1. I mean you can call it as iteration 1. Okay, next let me write the iteration in different colors. Okay, then you will get a clear idea. So now what you have to do is, after this step, after the first step, when you are about to take the second item, so you have to include first two items. For example, if you go to a shop, if you are about to purchase something, for example, if you have only 10 rupees in your pocket, and if you have that means you'll start purchasing the item. So for first item, you don't need to worry about the next one, what you are going to buy, right? So first you will buy whatever the item you can. Then for buying the second item, you should consider the first one, right? For example, if you bought a biscuit for 5 rupees, then if you want to buy a next product, that means it has to be less than 5 rupees, because you have only 10 rupees, right? So you have to consider the previous item what you have bought. Okay, so that's the logic. So the logic is very simple, don't confuse. Let me explain you. Okay, so for here, item number 2, the weight is going to be 1. For item number 2, I have weight only 1. That means here you can look the capacities. So weight capacity, which is nothing but a weight condition. Okay, so here I can, yes, of course I can accommodate in this case, right? So here this bag size has weight 1. Of course I can accommodate the item number 2, right? Yeah, for this case I can accommodate. Let me erase this, then it will create some confusion over here. Okay, so here I'm going to accommodate item number 2, and the weight value for the item number 2 is 10, right? So 10. And then for capacity 2, for the bag, I mean, you can consider as a bag size. For capacity 2, how many items I can accommodate? Check that whether I can accommodate both item, or I can accommodate only one item out of these two. So check that, and then you have to find out the maximum one. That means the formula is very simple. Just find maximum of, just write the possible values for accommodating these two items. Now you have only the capacity 2. That means either you can accommodate 10, or you can accommodate the first one, for item number 1, which has the same capacity. That means the capacity is 2, right? Yeah, of course you can accommodate this also. Then 12, so which is the maximum one? Of course 12 is going to be the maximum, right? So then you have to write 12 over here. Then for the capacity 3, then apply the same method. So for that, let's find out the value. So for that, either you can apply you can include item number 1, which is 12, and you can include item number 2, 10, and you can include both the item. That means the total value is 12 plus 10. That means 12 plus 10, which is going to be 22. So here you are going to accommodate 2 items, right? So the total value is going to be, then the maximum value is going to be 22. 22 we have obtained from these 2, right? So for this capacity, I can have the value 22, right? And I hope we have only the max. We have got the maximum one in this iteration, right? So sometimes iteration 1. So here you can repeat the same, because we have got only 2 values. Then there is no not much higher than value this, because we have added both the values, right? So this is going to be iteration 2. Then when it comes to the third item, when you come to the third item, you are going to apply the same logic, right? You have to consider, you are going to deal with the item number 3, but you have to consider first 2. Then you have to find out the maximum value out of them, right? So let's see here, the minimum, I mean the weight for the third item is going to be 3. Then you cannot accommodate these two in these two places, right? So for that you can repeat the value. There is no necessary to calculate it again. So directly you can come to the position 3, because my weight is 3. So for some problem it may differ, right? If the value of item number 3 also 2 means, then you have to change it over here, right, in this position. So here we don't have that much problem. Here directly I'm going to the capacity 3. So here what I'm going to do is, I'm going to find out the maximum value. That means here for getting 3, what are the possible solutions? So of course I can use this 20, right? This 20 yeah, because it has the same value. Then I can add these two, that means 2 and 1, right? So 2 and 1, if I add first two item means weight also same 3, and the total weight is total value is going to be 22. Then which is going to be maximum? Maximum is going to be 22. That means I have to take this set, not the third one. That means I'll get 22 over here. Okay, now what about the weight, I mean capacity 4? That means what are the value I can accommodate? So here I have the value, just find out. See, maximum of I can use so instead of right there you can use like this. 1,3 is going to be a 4 combination, and we don't find any other combination over here, right? That is, of course, it is going to be 30. And then for case 5, that means capacity 5, let me erase this, what I'm doing. So for this case, let me write maximum of, what about the possible datas? We have to get the capacity as 5. That means either it can be 3, 2, or any other possibilities are there? Sorry, there is no other possibility. So you have to go with the value. That means 3, 2 is going to be, that means here the weight 3 and 2. So which is 12 plus 20, that means 32. Okay, so 32 is going to be get placed over here. So for case 4, the same logic. Okay, so if you want to accommodate the item number 4, you must need the weight 2. That means we have to start from here. Okay, so for before this place we cannot accommodate, so we can keep it same over here. For this case, which is going to be for accommodating 2, what about the maximum value we can get? So either I can get, so let me write the iteration number, iteration 3. So here we have two options. So with the first item and fourth item has the same value 15, and same weight, and the value is going to be 12 and 15, right? Which is maximum? Of course the 15 is maximum, so I'm going to use 15 over here. For this capacity 3, then what about the value? So find out the combination maximum of, so for here I can use 2 and 1, right? 2 and 1, so I'm using equal to over there, 2, 1, that means weight here. And so I'm not using the item name over here, I'm using the weight. Okay, and I can take the item number 3 directly, and any other possibilities? Yes, of course I can go with this first 2. Of course it has the same value, no problem. It's just for understanding purpose I'm writing like this. Okay, the formula is going to be nearly same, that's why I'm writing over here. So what about the value? If you choose, so just take this 2, and it is going to be 10 plus 12, and for 3 it is going to be 20, and the last one it is going to be 25, right? Yeah, so which one will give you the maximum one? That means that maximum productivity, I mean the maximum value. For example, here for getting the 3, I mean you can get from 22 from these 2, and you can get 25 from these 2, and you can get 20 from this. Then total value is maximum is going to be 20, max is going to be 25, right? And next, if we have the weight 4, then what about the value? See, let's write the combination. What about the maximum combination we can have? Okay, so let me write. Let's start from over here. The value is 2 plus 2. Of course these 2 combination will give 2 comma 2, and these 2 can give a value which is 1 comma 3. So once again repeat, I'm not writing the value item name over here, I'm writing the weight. Okay, so it's simply I can use some other method like 2 plus 2 or 1 plus 3, like that. Okay, this is for understanding I'm using. So here the values are going to be 27, and here I'll get the value 30. Okay, so of course that is going to be the maximum one. So if I can make it like 30, and for the last step, so I may get some more possible values results. So maximum I can have a value capacity 5. Then what, find out the possibilities max of. So if I add item number 1 and 3, then it is going to be 2 comma 3. That means here I'm using this to 3. Okay, I can keep plus over here, and then if I add 3 plus 2, of course I can get, I mean here you can check that 1 comma 3 item name, and 3 plus 2, which is nothing but item number 3 comma 4 and item number 1 comma 3, which is 2 comma 3, 2 plus 3. So all will give the maximum capacity 5. Just find out the values over values for this 1 comma 3. It is going to be what, 20 plus 12, it is going to be 32, and 3 plus 2, that means 3 comma 4, it will give you 20, 35, and 2 plus 3, of course if we forgot one more step, if I use the items 1 comma 2 comma 4, then that also will give you the same value capacity 5. So which is what, 2 plus 1 plus 2, right? So here 35, and then for this case 2 plus 3, it is going to be 30, and for the last case 2 plus 1 plus 2, that means this one. So 12 plus 20 plus 12 plus 10 plus 15, that means total is 37. So maximum value is going to be 37, right? So you can write 37 over here. So of course we have got all the iteration, we have completed all the cells in the table, right? Yeah, now let me explain you how to find out how yes sir, we have completed up to this step, then what is going to be the next step. So the logic is very simple. We are going to use the backtracking method over here. So from those iteration 4, right? So let's see the solutions. Finding the solutions are very simple. Let me change the color. Yeah, so from the last row you have to find out the maximum value, which is going to be the maximum value. 37 is going to be the maximum value, right? So you have to take the 37, and from that value you have to find out the corresponding value. That means from this row you have to find out the corresponding value, which is 15. You are going to subtract from the maximum value from the row. Okay, so the value is going to be 22, right? So find out 22 is available in the previous row. Is there? Yes, of course available. Then find out, so while deciding the maximum value in the last row also, you have to check that whether 37 is present in the third row. If 37 is present in the third row, means you have to skip this. That's what we are going to do now. Okay, so I've got the value in the third row, but then the third iteration, but I have the same value in iteration 2 also. That means already I have bought this, then why should I bought it again for replacing this? It's not required, right? So we can skip this over here, and we can select this 22. So if 22 is available in the iteration 1, then you must keep this here, you skip this one also, iteration 2 also. Okay, and now from this 22, see 22 minus what you have to do, from which number you are going to subtract. So 22 minus the corresponding value for the row, that means the value is 10. Of course the answer is going to be 12, right? Find out 12 is available in the first row. Yeah, we have got the 12, and which is going to be the first one, this one. Okay, so now we have got the values, right? And those circled data, those selected values are the respective items are, which is, let me change the color. So 12, which is item number 1, and 22 is item number 2, and here in this row this for item number 4, right? So the final solution is, if you choose the set 1 comma 2 comma 4, this is item number, okay? If you choose this, of course you will get the maximum optimal solution, or it is, you can consider this set as a optimal subset, okay? The maximum value is going to be 37. You can check it over here, 12 plus 10 plus 15, of course it is going to be 37, right? So that's how we are going to solve the problem, okay? So let me check the algorithm formula. I already told you, right? So the algorithm is the step 1, which is very simple. We have to define the number of, so it's been 28 minutes now, let's make it fast. Number of weight, and second number of, so of course number of item as well as the weight, that means value will get, right? And then we are going to apply the formula for finding the for keeping the data in the table, right? The formula is v of I comma j equal to maximum of v of I minus 1 comma j comma v of I plus v of I minus 1 comma j minus w of I. So we know that that's what we have done in the previous table, right? So if we are going to have, let me write the condition over here, only if j minus w is greater than or equal to 0, that means it has to be if we have only one data, means we cannot go for it, right? So for that case, what we can do, that means here let me write this directly, we can go with I minus 1 comma j. This value we can keep using it, right? So this is the case if j minus w of j is greater than 0. So this is going to be the formula, okay? The time complexity for this problem is very simple. So let me take this time complexity. So here we are going to have what is going to be the data, input data. So we are going to have n number of values, and then we are going to deal with weight, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to remove the recurrence functions, right? We are going to store that by in the table. What we are storing, actually we are storing the solutions of sub problem, right? So by avoiding the redundant calculation, so simply we are going to get the time complexity as big O of n into weight. That means, so not, which is nothing but the given datas are n is going to be the number of weight element, and w is going to be the capacity, okay? So that's all, and this is going to be a simple calculation to find out the time complexity. So for every weight element we traverse through all weight capacities, right? So that's all about the whole concept of 0-1 knapsack problem. And if you have any doubts or if you want any clarification, so you can comment in comment section, or else you can directly mail to my mail ID, right? So thank you, students.